Okay, good morning, everybody. It is Veterans Day, and happy Veterans Day to all the veterans. And I happen to be a veteran, so I'm feeling pretty good about my service. And it's time for Morning Manna, and I'm so glad that you are a part of our Morning Manna. We're going to let Facebook Live kind of get everything together so we can have our audience. And as we're getting it together, just want to welcome you to it. If it's your first time being a part of Morning Manna, then let us know. Let us know the city you're from so we can shout you out. If it's your multiple times, and I'm glad that you're always a part of our morning manna, our morning devotion, manna for your day. I'm so glad that you are a part as well. Remember, here it is. As always, the ground rules. It's the text, the talk, and the takeaway, and we can always send those hearts, those likes, and we just enjoy that. Enjoy your comments as well and responding and getting back to you. So it's Morning Manna, and welcome to the Midwest, St. Louis metro area, if you are a part of that. And we're glad that you are here. I got a word for you today. And as I said, please share the manna. Always share, always say that because I really want to get the word out and that you can share the manna. Don't know whether or not you're off today. You might be just chilling at the crib or on your way to work, might be there, probably wishing you were off work. But nevertheless, here is the case. It's the manna, and I want to share with you the manna. The morning manna this morning is this. Are you honored to serve? Are you honored to serve? Do you really like to serve? I mean, really like to serve? I am a retired Air Force chaplain. I served my country for 21 and a half years. And I'll be honest with you, while I was serving, I was not as happy until as much as I am until after I served. It was after I served that I became so honored that I served. I think it was because I was in the throes of serving, I was in the midst of serving, that I just never really grasped the honor to serve. Here's the text, Ephesians 6 and 7. It says, serve wholeheartedly as if you are serving God, not people. Ephesians 6 and 7, serve wholeheartedly as if you are serving God and not people, not man. Do you serve wholeheartedly? Here's the talk. Here's the talk. The first thing you have to understand is this: in order to serve wholeheartedly, as the scripture is suggesting and telling us to do, is that you are saved to serve. Mark 2:45 says that Jesus said that he came to serve, not to be served. He came to serve, not to be served. We have been saved to serve. So often we look for positions on our jobs, in the church, and even with our relationships. We look to kind of get a one-upsmanship here or there, and so that we can have to be able to say, oh, I'm this or that. But you have to understand something. We've been saved to serve. Jesus came that he would serve and not be served. You're saved to serve. And the second thing is you got to be selfless to serve. You have to be selfless to serve. In Galatians 5:13, it says, serve others humbly. You have to serve others humbly. You can't be in yourself and serve others. You just simply can't be too much engrossed with who you are and what you want that you are irrespective or do not look after other people. You got to be selfless, got to have a heart of humility to serve. The third thing is this. The third thing is this. You can't serve two masters. Have you ever thought about that? You can't serve two masters. Have you ever been on a job and two people are telling you to do something at the same time? I mean, that is confusing, and it is also annoying. You can't serve two masters at one time. Here's what Luke 16 and 13 says. See, either you're going to serve God or man. You got to make up your mind who you're going to serve. You're going to either serve mammon or man's system. That's what the Greek word for mammon is man's system, or you're going to serve God. So I raised this question here on the third point of our talk is you can't serve two masters at one time. It's annoying. It cannot be done. You get frustrated. You just want to quit your job. The same thing when it comes to your walk in the Lord. Make up your mind who you're going to serve. You're either going to serve God or you're either going to serve man. Let me press it further. It's man's system. You can't get caught up into man's system, mammon, money, or whatever the case may be, and serve that and think there's going to be some great reward. You got to serve God. Got to be humble. You've been saved to serve. You got to be selfless to serve. Now here's your takeaway. Here's your takeaway on this Veterans Day. I need you to understand that serving is a sign of the heart, not the status of your position. Serving is a sign of the heart, not the status of your position. Remember, the only name Jesus knows us is servant. That's the only name he calls us by. He doesn't call me a bishop. He doesn't call somebody an elder, a reverend. He doesn't call somebody a minister, a greeter, or an usher, or parking lot attendant. He doesn't call you a CEO or chief executive of this. He doesn't call you a vice president. He doesn't call you a supervisor. He doesn't call you a boss. He calls you a servant. He says, enter, remember, he says, enter in my servant, for you have served humbly. That's what he says at the end of it all. He says, enter in my servant. That's what he calls us. Doesn't call us by position, because he saved us to serve. We have to be selfless to serve, and we can't serve two people at one time. The Lord be with you today. May his face shine upon you and give you peace on this Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day to all of those of you who served. And I bless God that I'm so honored to have served as well. God be with you today. Have a great weekend. Have a great Friday. I'll see you on Monday morning with more Morning Manna. Share the manna today. Bye now.